Now I'm going to go ahead and add in more products. Insert product, hardcore black, and this one is I'm going to use the tanning lotions category. For this one, I'm going to say black 100 or 101. Okay, UPC code. I don't have one, so I'm going to skip that. I got this from Four Seasons. It is for sale. They can use points for this. Save. Regular price, $75. Commission. This one's going to be 10%. This points earned is going to be 6%. This is also going to expire in 365 days. Save. Regular price. Okay. Now, before I continue, I'm going to actually click on the insert product again. I'm going to insert in one more. Save. Price for this is going to be $60. Commission. I'm going to do a flat rate of $2 and a flat rate of 1.5 for points. And this, again, this is going to expire in 365 days. Save. Regular price, $60. Okay. Now that I have 3 items in my system, I'm going to go ahead and create a purchase order. A purchase order can be used to update several quantities at one time. So to create a purchase order, first thing you have to do is you have to tell it that it's at your store. Because if you click on your default store inventory, we only have the Ultra Advanced Dark Bronzing. So to add it to your store, you want to click on the your inventory control. Click on available at. First we want to look at the Label Me Beautiful. Available at stores. Insert store. Add selected stores. Select yes. OK. Close. Do the same thing for the hardcore black. Now that I have all these in my store inventory, I click on my default store inventory. I have now the hardcore black and Label Me Beautiful items in my system. Okay, now it's time to create a purchase order. So I click on the Create PO button at the bottom of the screen. It then lists every single product or item you have in your system. Okay, the purchase order number. Now that should begin with the lowest number possible because each purchase order is going to be a higher number than the previous one. So this one, I'm going to just say this is PO1. Okay. I'm going to the supplier that I'm going to send this information to so that I can order the information, order the products. It's going to be Four Seasons. If you're doing a store-to-store transfer, you can actually select the store. So if you're ordering it from corporate, you can use corporate as well. Okay, I'm just going to have the supplier Four Seasons selected. Okay, now I only have 3 items, so this is actually going to make it pretty easy for us. To order the item, all you have to do is simply double click on it. Up comes the quantity ordered. So what is to be ordered? I'm going to order 10 of these. The item cost, I'm going to say this is going to be $50 per item. Delivery cost. Is there a delivery cost? Maybe it's $2.50. Other costs, other taxes. Now I'm going to do the same thing with a Label Me Beautiful. I'm going to order 10 of these. These ones were $35. Delivery cost, $2.50. There are no other costs and no other taxes that I'm aware of. Click Save. Okay, now I'm not going to create a purchase order for this Ultra Advanced Dark Bronzing because I'm not at the reorder point yet. So I'm going to go ahead and process and print this PO. Are you sure you want to process PO? Yes. Once you click yes here, it's going to actually process your purchase order and also display a report for you to view. This report is going to show you the product name that you ordered, the product number, the date, and the quantity and the cost that you put in here. So the total cost for this is $855 after it's all done. You can print this report, or you can extract it as a PDF file, or you can just simply go ahead and close it. Okay. Now, once you've received the order in your salon, you want to come back to here and click on View/Receive Orders. Or, if it's been a while since you've ordered it, you want to go up to your inventory menu, select Inventory Maintenance, go to your store inventory, and then View/Receive Orders. The first order you have, or the first option, is going to be the latest PO that you have. So PO number 1 right there, simply double click on that line. It pulls up the items that you've ordered. Now simply enough is that you can just go down here and post a quantity. However, I'm going to recommend double clicking on this item just so that you can be aware of anything that needs to be adjusted. Because the quantity to be received is 10, but what if you only received 9? You want to make sure you actually go in here and change it. I did not, so I'm going to just put 10. If you did only get 9, you want to cancel the remaining amount and close the product order, so that way you're still not waiting on one item. Unless you are waiting on one item, then you can leave that option alone. Okay, just double checking. I'm going to do the same thing with this item. I ordered 10, I received 10, save. I am now going to post this to my system. All items in the purchase order have been completed, closed, or canceled. Therefore, the purchase order will not be closed. Okay. And you see here that I now have no open POs or no pending POs in my system. I click close. Okay. Now if you notice, I have a quantity on hand for both the Hardcore Black and the Label Me Beautiful. Okay. If you go to transactions, you will see that I have all the information will be listed above. And then it will say that you ordered it and that you received it. So if you notice that you have two transaction types, ordered and received, you will have one like that for both of the items that you ordered. From here, I'm going to click edit. I'm going to put in my reordered point of 5 and my quantity ordered as 10. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for Label Me Beautiful. Save. Okay, now everything's matching in my system. That is how you create a purchase order and receive a purchase order in SunLync. Now, if you need to add or remove quantity from your system, whether you're going through your salon and you see that a bottle of lotion, let's say the Hardcore Black, fell down and you have a bottle of lotion all over your floor, so of course you got to take one out of inventory. To do that, you click on your Hardcore Black, you go to the Transactions tab, again you insert the transaction. This time, for the transaction type, you want to select the physical inventory adjustment because you're adjusting the physical inventory of that item. The reason code, again, the reason code for this could be damaged product. You then want to put in here what you're going to be taking out. So therefore, there's one item that was cracked, so I'm going to say a -1. That means I'm going to take a -1 out of the equation from 10. So therefore, I should be left with 9. Click Save. I have now total quantity after the adjustment is 9. So now I have 9 remaining bottles of lotion for Hardcore Black. If for some reason the total value adjustment has changed, you cannot change the cost per item, but what you can change is you can change the total value adjustment. The total value right now is $452.25. Well, let's change that by selecting the transaction type of total value adjustment, reason, inventory. And now I'm going to change this to a straight $475, which makes the new average cost $52.75. Click Save. Then it updated SunLync with the new information. So now I have a average cost of $52.77. That is how you add an inventory in the system, and also to create a purchase order. If you have any other questions pertaining to creating purchase orders, or just adding an inventory or adjusting the total value adjustment, please call 1-866-SunLync for further assistance. Thank you and have a great day.